It looked like in certain spots with runners in scoring position, even though it's been a struggle, you got who you wanted up in those spots, just didn't get the delivery. What was it with Val and Ariel in a couple of those spots? It just didn't come through tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we played our best game tonight. I think that's just kind of the tough thing about today is that you're playing a good team, and I think when we have opportunity to clutch up at the plate, not to be able to do that, got to be able to have shutdown innings. A couple things happen, and we weren't able. I look in the third inning, we have a couple things happen, and then next thing you know, we're down 6 runs. We just got to be able to shut it down.
The thought to stick with Morgan after the 2-out walk in particular?
Yeah, I felt the matchup was good, and I did. I wanted to stick with her. I mean, up to that point, I think she had 1 hit up to that point, and then it just quickly turned.
Is there a particular thing that you guys have been able to identify with the situational hitting missing? Because it's not just a one-night thing. Obviously, I'm sure it's something you try to address every week. But is there a commonality? Is there something, even if it's about what the opposing pitcher is doing, a certain kind of pitch or pitch placement or something?
I just think we had opportunities today just to clutch up in different areas, and we just didn't.
What'd you see in that 3-run inning, though? I mean, two out rally, extended rally, all with 2 outs. Kind of what'd you think was going well there? That obviously maybe you could have done a little more in different innings, but that was particularly going well right there.
Yeah, I think we did a good job of making her throw pitches. You know, with there, we got a walk, we got a fielder's choice, and then that was the chopper over the third baseman's head, got another walk, and then Hannah came up clutch, you know, so you got runners on, and from there we were able to clutch up and get a couple RBIs. So I think we were just patient that inning and not chasing is what I would say was the difference with that inning.
Ty specifically in that inning, coming up with the bases loaded, getting that walk. I know she had a couple of bats last week with the bases loaded, wasn't able to come through. We talked about neutral mentality last week. Do you feel like that was kind of the right execution there?
Yeah, I think she did a really good job with that. I mean, for her, she came up with bases loaded, and for her, what I wanted to see is just her chop. You know, can she chop the ball and everybody be safe? I mean, if you looked, everybody that was on base had really good speed. We just needed her to get the one good chop, and instead she got the walk and then was able to pass the bat over to Hannah. So that's what I think we needed more of throughout the game, is just to be a little more patient with what we were doing at the plate. And then, you know, you get runners on, you have one big hit, and, you know, we've got 3 on the board. So
I know it's kind of hard to find, you know, some positives giving up 8 runs, but you hold 9-1-2, came in hitting 370 combined to 0 for 9. You know, those are the table setters. Then is there any silver lining in doing that today?
I just think, one, we got to be able to keep the ball in the yard. You know, we cannot defend keeping the ball in the yard, and just be better. It was a little tough today. That's all I'm going to say. It was a little tough today. I thought we threw some really good pitches today, and then just I felt like the bats got a little extended. So
one of the characteristics of the team has been the speed. But the last couple of weeks, to my recollection, we haven't seen as many bunts, and we haven't seen this. Is it just happenstance that we haven't seen the speed kind of as much as we did early on?
I think it's just kind of picking and choosing, you know, what we're wanting to do in that situation, whether it's trying to lay a bunt down or to, you know, try to drive something. So
Hannah's been in the 9-hole the last couple of series, and then now she gets moved to the 2 spot. What have you kind of liked to see out of her these past 2 weekends, and then what kind of went decision to putting her in that 2 spot tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to move her from the 9 spot. She's been unbelievable, but today moving her from the 9 to the 2 allowed Ariel to stay in the 3 and Alyssa, you know, like everybody to kind of take one spot back to where they were prior. So one thing about Hannah, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'll tell her she's in a different spot, and she doesn't even care. She's just in such a good mindset, whether she's in the 9 or the 2. So by doing that, she was able to come up clutch. It gave her an additional at bat. So that's really what it was.
What did you see from Reagan recently? Pitched well against UCLA, and then had that really good first inning, couple bunt singles in her second inning. Things starting to look up for her.
Yeah, I think when Reagan keeps the ball down, she gives us a lot of quick outs. which is what I really like. It allows us to get in and out of innings quickly, so I love when she does that.